The quest to unlock the second set of 8-man raids and post Endwalker. So let's get into it. An unwelcome visitor. Claudian's eyes are brimming with the excitement of discovery. Great parsing, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Gray. Being consumed by my research for so long, I am afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with the crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides containing the memories of a party yet unknown. It cried out for deliverance from Pandaemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions, Themis and Eric, that's right, we called him Eric, was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelos, but the greater that threat remains. In the depths of Pandaemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simpler matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Gray Parsing grace us with her protection? I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rusinod. Namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandaemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean, do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you last time, none but the professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter, Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll come back to his usual self. As for you, Gray, it may be best to return to Pandaemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandaemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandaemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. And if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Ah, brilliant. Delving into the records may shed light on creatures Gray Parsing has yet to encounter. If your theory proves correct, that is. Hi, Nicole. Welcome on in. Howdy, howdy.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Thank you for the spooky, scary skeletons, Cobalt. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. I'll get caught up on chats here in just a moment. Okay. Get caught up on chats over here for a sec. Scroll back up a bit. I know some people were redeeming daily cupcakes, I believe. Hal, Lady, and Dark, thank you guys so much for redeeming y'all's daily cupcakes, by the way. And that goes for everybody else as well. What kind of cupcakes are we all having today? Just double checking. Remember Kunai? I think so. I think I remember that. That name sounds familiar. I'm jamming out because I got my Ruby Gwibber finally, which is the best mount for music because big fat tacos. Wait, what? There's a taco mount? That sounds awesome. I love these quests where an NPC is basically saying, so in case you forgot what happened in the 6 months you were waiting for this quest to release. I know, you can always tell when, like, patches and stuff, like, got released. Which is kind of funny to me. Does Cloud appear in this game? You can get his outfit. No 7 characters, but a few 5 and 6 ones. I think the most reoccurring, names that you will see are Sid. There's also Sid. Okay, so there's Sid. There's, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge. You do see those names. Sid's probably the most reoccurring one next to, like, Biggs and Wedge. And obviously those names are from 7, and I know Sid's name is used throughout a lot of the Final Fantasy games. I haven't played the other Final Fantasy games at all, so I'm sure there's a lot that I am not picking up on. I know Sid is one of the more common names to see repeated throughout the games. But yeah. The only real exception is Gilgamesh, who is canonically the same individual in every game he appears in. I loved the Gilgamesh fight. That was a lot of fun. And here I thought it was a loud scream. No, I turned off all of the scary sound alerts for tonight's stream, just because we're going through some really important dialogue and stuff like that. So when I play 14, normally I have like Final Fantasy 14 themed sound alerts, but because I've been going back and forth between Resident Evil and 14 so much, it's kind of a pain to keep updating the sound alerts. So if you want Final Fantasy 14 themed sound alerts, you can redeem them through bits. Otherwise, whatever's available right now is what's available. But whenever I get back into Resident Evil, I'll turn these spooky jump scare sound alerts back on. You get Squall's outfit too. That's right. And there's also, you can get the Regalia car for a mount. And what's his name? Like Jacob? Oh. There's some dude's outfit you can get as well. There's a few outfits you can get, let's put it that way. That reoccur, but they're not the same person. Exactly, like Sid is a different person in each game. Sometimes he's a villain, sometimes he's not. In this game, he is a friend, and we love Sid. Oh yeah. So Cog pulled out the regalia. So you can get the car in this game as the mount. Okay. I do have flying unlocked now, I think. Shrimp was working on that for me. We'll see. Yes, we got flying, so I no longer have to rely on you guys. Okay. I love being in Elpis so much. I always want to get teary-eyed whenever I come here. Hello, Themis. Oh, I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. What do you mean? We've been working together! What do you mean? You seek records of Pandaemonium's creations? Master Themis has just finished pursuing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandaemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric's capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master intermittent, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I tend to another matter, or idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. He has agreed to meet us near the naos to Pandaemonium. Let's see. Which mount do I want to get out? We have to get out Grani. While we're in Elpis, it just makes too much sense. Where am I? Why is it not? Oh, okay. I saw me. Dang it, I messed it up. Okay. Okay. I was looking for myself on the map, so I know where I'm going. In the specific part of Elpis. Yeah, but still, like, we've been working together. Does Elidibus not know that we've gone to Elpis before? And does Elidibus not know that, like, we've talked to Hithy and Emmett and Vanat and everything, like, and Hermes? Sorry, not Hermes. No, that's how you say his name. That's how you say his name. Is Hermes? Like, does he not know? Does he not know all that? I feel like he should, right? He's emissary. Is he? He's, so Themis is like Elidibus. Is he emissary right now? Or does he get that title later on? The one from the Crystal Tower did know you went back to Elpis? Oh, that's true. That is true. Every time I go to Elpis, like, the timelines get shuffled in my head a little bit because of, like, the time travel concept. What was I calling him yesterday, Shrimp? Elidibus? Oh, a little bus. A little bus. Is he so tiny? A little bus. This place is really pretty. Okay. Let's not look so dismissive. Look at us like prom posing. Okay, hold on. Ah! I was going to G-pose real quick! It's fine, it's fine. I just wanted to get a thumbnail shot real quick. I mean, this... whatever. We'll focus on that later, I guess. Alright. So let's see. Elidibus is the position on the convocation that is the emissary. That's why he has a white robe. Well, I know that's why he has a white robe. I just mean, like, as we're going through post-Endwalker and doing these raids, does he, like, I guess that he still has that title, right? Because he is technically on the convocation here, right? And why is he going by Themis and not Eldibus? I keep messing up his name. Elidibus. Like, we always knew him as Elidibus. Why is he going by Themis right now? I can't remember. Y'all gotta jog my memory. A little bus? Yeah! A little bus. I was calling him that yesterday because he's so short! He's so short! He's a little bus. Well, because I used to call the... When we first met him, like, back in, like, ARR or something, I didn't know how to say his name, so I called him Eldibus. Eldibusy. Oh, Dina, I saw your comment. Let's see, dang, I can't do the bang tonight? No, not tonight. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so that hasn't been answered yet. Alright, we'll continue. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandaemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Eric were two sides of the same coin. The former looked into his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we were all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself, it is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandaemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There are many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my question to a member of the Words of La Habrea. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandaemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandaemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first, I thought it to be simply matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the words of La Hebrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel the Academia Uniter would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandaemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandaemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandaemonium's researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Hi, Catlord. How's it going? Welcome on in. Master La Hebrea, such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandaemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Hebrea's authority, correct? Dun, dun, dun. I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Hebrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit as of late their communication has been somewhat sporadic, we but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandaemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communication suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assume you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for any longer than is necessary. All is well. A blatant lie. Into that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandaemonium with haste. I just realized that, like, I'm not really doing things in the RP way. Oh, not that. Wait. Yeah, I can't do glamour plates here. How rude! I was gonna put on my Yassian robe! Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So... Wait. Athenaeus of Pandaemonium? We're not doing Hildebrand quest, Catlord. We're doing raids tonight. Hopefully I can get to more Hildebrand stuff soon, though. I forget his exact reasons, but basically he was undercover. Okay, that makes a little more sense then. So do I need to come over here? Seconds. This will not take long at all. Just trying to get potential thumbnails and stuff like that. Don't have to order it. That's fine. that. This is fine. Why do I look so bored? Okay, hold on. Sure. Roll with that. If I could make my girl look more like she's talking to Demis, that would be cool, but I don't want to mess around with that too much. I don't want to take up people's time too much tonight. I know we got a lot of ground to cover. Demis, you're blinking. Kind of getting a couple different angles. Kind of cool too. Little angle. Alright. That's the last pick for right now. That excludes Hildy. I'm gonna need to talk with Square Enix. We're not doing Hildebrand quests right now, Cat Lord. But there's lots to investigate in this story. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill. As does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more key word to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Eric at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Dang, this looks cool. I love this zone. It's really cool looking. Oh, here we go! Not quite. I traced these sigils countless times, yet still, I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own aptitude. What? Who goes there? Oh. Kinda cool looking. There's something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch your unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of these Phoenix. I always want to say Phoenix, Phoenix. But that monster is locked away. That it is. In spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but with control of Asphodelos wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Habrea, your father. Last time I did these raids, they had come out with the graphics update, and I just want to say the detailing in the Ascian mask looks spectacular with the graphics update. It's like really shimmery and pretty and like, I don't know, I just love it. Hold on, let me show y'all something. So tomorrow I will be in my Venat cosplay and I have my own little Ascian mask. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm really excited to do my Venat cosplay. It's really cool. So, but to see the detailing in their masks in the game is really pretty. And I have this like above my setup, so like every time I sit down for a stream, I can just look up and I see my Ascian mask, and then I also see Rendere, my little Rendere like statue figurine thing. Alright. The mask is dope. Thank you! I got it off of Etsy and it's like really well made. Really well made. Okay, and how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Hebrea. It's weird, like we got rid of La Hebrea so long ago. Like way back in like what, Heavensward? But here he is. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deemed to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess. I hate that word so much. Prowess? A common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandaemonium's great experiment. Ugh. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. At this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? Uninvited guests joined to our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. I can't believe I forgot to put on my Ascian robe. Is it time to fight? Is it raiding time? Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. Hi, Cooper. How's it going? Welcome on in. You adorable bean, I'm lurking, and I hope you have a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for that. It's much appreciated. Thank you for the lurk as well. Guys, if you're not following Cooper, please go check her out. She's amazing. One of my really good friendos. And if you are following her, you're definitely missing out. If you love all things horror, and especially Phasmophobia, please go give her a follow. She is like the Phasmo queen. Very, very knowledgeable in the game. But also plays a lot of spooky games. Just recently started playing Alien Isolation. So if you're a fan of that game, definitely go watch her playthrough. And just go give her a follow because she's amazing. And her community is totally awesome. So go do the thing. The link should be up above. And mods, can we also get like a little in-chat shout out as well for Cooper, please? No, welcome on in, and thank you so much for that lurk. You're awesome, a beautiful bean. Alright. So, let's see. Did I read this? Yeah, I did. I did. Right in time, we play Mortal Kombat. We are playing some Mortal Kombat. Hi, Remnant. Welcome on in. How's it going? This is the last call to get in on the raids. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as a power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. I like how my scythe matches this creature thing. I'm totally getting a screenshot of this. This looks heckin' cool. Okay, continue game, continue, sorry. Not me telling the game sorry. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Just a really quick photo! I just almost typed in G-poser. Because I'm a G-poser. Dang, we look heckin' cool. We're like ready for a fight. Love this. Love this. Yeah. I'm the little G-posing queen, I'm sorry. Kind of get it like off to the side just a little bit. I like this angle as well. Okay. There we go. Enough G-posing, back to the game. At least I like know my preferred settings for G-posing so I can get in and get out real quick. Hi Jay, welcome on in. How's it going? I did not even see you go live till now. I was playing DVD with Danny and got zoned in. No worries, you're totally good. You're good. Welcome on in though. How's it going?
Send them to the slaughterhouse!
Hi Schmutz, welcome on in. Thank you for the slaughterhouse, much appreciated. Let's see, I'm hopping to bed, tired and got work. Peace nerds. No worries, let me get you all tucked in. Thank you so much for stopping by and at least just saying hi. As always, it's good to see you in chat, Remnant. I hope you have a great rest of your night and I'll catch you around. Bye! And then, let me get that shout out for Cooper as well real quick too while we're here. Once again, guys, if you aren't following Cooper, please go give her a follow. She is one of the founding members of my stream team that I am on, Nightmare Network. Also, just an amazing person. Please click that link, go show her some love, go show them how awesome we are, and drop that follow. Alright, back to the game. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar creation and keyword alike. Masks of the Father. Ooh, this looks so cool. Eric is certain he knows the identity of Pandaemonium's assailants. Is it La Habrea? And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. I should have known. So, Eldimus and La Habrea, I guess, have never gotten along, and we've kind of seen this since A Realm Reborn. They were always, like, they always had their own plans, their own agendas. They were never on the same page, and kind of going through this just further backs how they don't get along. Is my assumption. Unless Themis is actually behind all of this, playing stupid, and we're setting up for a trap, or maybe Themis doesn't know, and Eric is also playing dumb, and a like father, like son is setting us up for a trap. I don't know. Something seems a little sussy here, though. I'm just saying. A little sussy. I love seeing the Twitch smiles. Just like me in calculus. Oh, yeah, I actually never took calculus, but that's just me in math in general. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics, and may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Hebrea I know. Oh, interesting. So wait, is someone pretending to be La Hebrea? You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Yeah, actually I do. I actually do think he is. Is capable of far more than you know. It's still too early to say for certain. Oh, I know! Oh, I know! I don't actually know, but I like to think that I know. Is he? So you believe La Hebrea to be a man of few scruples if it brings his goal closer in reach? I mean, that do be the Asian way. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, La Hebrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandaemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. I hear the line, pull back the curtain, and I just think back to Fandaniel. Mr. Silly old Fandingus. That man was very theatrical. Makes you want a donut? Ooh, a donut sounds good. Me and Shrimp Chips are cooking something up. Don't know how soon we'll execute what we are cooking up, but we are cooking something stream-wise. And donuts might be involved at some point. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. That we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Hebrea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandaemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Tentacles? See? This is why I chose Kraken. This is why I chose to go to the server Kraken, because a Kraken is involved with tentacles. Just kidding. Schmud, thank you so much for showing off your sprankles. The Cog is, for the most part, a gamer, but not a gaming gamer today, it seems, and only vibing just a little bit under half %. I don't think Cog's really a gaming gamer today, just a masked gamer. Cog's not cooked and cracked. Trump is just barely a gaming gamer today. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Hebrea, or whomever it is. Oh, okay, I read this. Oh, man. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric's side in case our enemies think to target him again. Should I trouble you to take the vanguard? The first time I ever heard the word vanguard was when I played Destiny. So I always associate that word with Destiny. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keywords magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scale somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Everyone's vibing? Let's see. Schmutz is not vibing. Here we go! It's raiding time! Raid! If anyone would like to join, final call. Final curtain call, okay? Dang, we look heckin' cool. Oh, what's happening to us? Oh, we're getting teleported? Getting yoinked? That looks so heckin' cool. Abyssos the 5th. I love the green vibes going on here. The music, fantastic. Dang, this is heckin' cool. Mythic creation, proto carbuncle. That used to be a carbuncle? Or that's what carbuncles used to look like? Carbuncles are so cute and fluffy now. Dang, that's cool. Oh, look at our party! I love it. I like this music. This is why you shouldn't feed your carbuncles your raid food. That's pretty good. Oh boy. Everyone's coming over here. Okay. Trying to figure out what to do. This is my first time doing this, y'all. Is that Titan? Oh, do I need to be over here? Oh, that's Garuda. Interesting. Okay, so we are fighting the elements over here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I hope I didn't mess that up. Ow. Oh, everyone's over here. I don't know if that matters. Oh, he climbs. Oh, he's going crazy. Much Godzilla vibes over here. Gojira vibes. This is really cool. The, like, horn on his snout kind of makes me think of some of the dragons that we've seen throughout the game. Ooh, this music, though! This is so good. Oh, everyone's over here. Ah! Oh, I think I messed up my combo. I was trying to stay alive. I really like this music. I don't know what these little Doritos mean. I'll just stay where everyone else is standing, I guess. Dang it! Didn't get out in time. Ah! That's mean! Did he just eat me? I died! Ruh-roh. The three of us who were too slow. I have barely missed the aggro zone. Let's see, Garuda is me, I'm a summoner. Oh, okay, that's really cool. As are Ifrit, Titan, Bahamut, and Phoenix. Oh, that's heckin' cool. I don't play like healer, so I don't know how a lot of that works. That's really cool though. I like that. We're doing what we do best. Sweeping up that floor. Where are we all collectively going here? Do I limit break now? I'ma do it. I'ma do it! Oh, your DPS, oh, I forget. I always think Summoner is, healer. Sorry, my bad. I don't play, see, goes to show I don't play Summoner. I always feel like Summoner is healing. Got out of that just in time. Just trying to follow where everybody's going. Big oof. did not move in time. This is a cool fight though, I like this one. I like that, like, crystal cracking sound. That was heckin' cool. I really enjoyed that fight. That was a really good run. I was expecting to die a lot more than I did. Especially considering I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going with the flow of everybody. The only reason I died that one time I did was because I just didn't teleport quickly enough. Typing in chat. It's all good. It's all good. I'm literally the queen of dying. Literally the queen of dying. So it is all good. Need on all of that. Fantastic lamp. Oh, I will definitely be checking this out. The raid gear is always so good in this game. Thank you, guys! This was heckin' cool. We weren't too late, so this is the measure of a keyword's power. Okay. I just realized that those are Venus flytraps. I gotta stop spelling G-pose wrong. Ooh, I do not put this at normal. I just like this area. This is kind of cool. Alrighty. This place is like, whoa. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the green effect. have to get a selfie. Never noticed? Yeah, that's really cool. And we got like little mushrooms over here and stuff. Thanks. This place is really cool. Alright, let's continue. So, this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Eric and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Ooh. La Habrea? Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forgo introductions unless I have misread you. Dang. I'm multi-familiar Paragon. Am I supposed to know who you are? Possibly perceptive, yes. I am La Habrea, the convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Huh. What? What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to aether, but you remain unaffected. Such then aether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides, it is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. Getting a little picture real quick. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down, and Eric's wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name. Listen well, Eric. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Eric, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Dang, this is a really cool, like... Everything with the graphics update, man, is so good! Okay. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Say my name, say my name. More of a command than a question, but you know, it's fine. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. No, say my name. I have my answer. La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation. It would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with his farce. Oh, this farce. Themis, what are you saying? Lahabrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed. He makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Lahabrea would never call me by the name Themis. This is getting real. What trouble have you gotten yourself into? A little bit! Oh? Imposter! You have no right to claim that form, that mask. Who are you? Oh, hello. They look more related. What? Who? 'Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. So that's Lahabrea. Who are you? The Mask of Lahabrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Oh. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Eric, listen well. I am... Why does that... I don't know, I almost said hepatitis. Hephaestos? Hephaestos? We're gonna call him Hep. And it is I whom you should call father. He looks way more evil than this dude over here. So the guy with the white hair is actually Lahabrea? What in the name of creation? Tom, herp. True. Herp. Herp derp. This is a really cool screenshot too. Sorry, I just like documenting my playthrough. Pretty much still in the first try? Yeah, totally. Totally did. We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the Lahabrea I know. Hephaestus? Why is that so difficult? We're gonna call him Hep. Syphilis. Yeah. It's one of those diseases. Hepatitis, syphilis, you know. Heppy. Oh yeah, I like Heppy. Correct, lol. I like Heppy. Whenever I said Hep, it made me think of that one song from Sugar Ray, Island of the Sun. Or whatever, and then like, hip. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As Lahabrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. You don't say! Themis, I've known you were Elidibus since I beat Endwalker. I know. Okay, I knew this whole time. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I knew this whole time. As Lahabrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation, an emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I had a feeling what your name is. You're still Themis to me. I know a thing or two about deception myself. Oh. Oh, I had a feeling. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please, help him. Save him. Is it Weezer? For some reason I thought it was Sugar Ray. Oh, it is Weezer. My bad. I meant to say Sugar Ray. Sorry, I said Sugar Ray. I meant to say Weezer. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of aether you possess. I still don't understand. I should have gotten a picture of La Habrea. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azem, and I detected irregularities in Pandaemonium, you decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea, as well, is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azem to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Venat! Just to hear her name again. I heard stories that Mistress Venat, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, travel by your side for a while. I'm gonna cry! Ugh. I love everything involving the Ascian storyline. So good. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. So he knew about our final walk and everything? And he wanted to come meet us? That's crazy. Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Okay, so we've already heard that. Nothing's changed. A keyword's Gowl. Eric is resolutely avoiding his father's eye. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandaemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring with Pandaemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when I, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Happy's deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Happy has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet, within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has wrapped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandaemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. As chief keyword of Pandaemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandaemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that, as Zim and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you even taken a moment to consider another path? No! You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Grey has stood against. It's so weird that in another time, we fought this man and eliminated him. Grey, is it? A being of such aether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Grey. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. La Habrea can't be trusted. What was that you said about being an emissary? Go with the first one, I guess. I mean, La Habrea can't really be trusted, though, from what we know of him and our interactions with him. Agreed, we still know next to nothing about Happy, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the Emissary. Judge with approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandaemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. Olympus isn't so bad. Right now, at least. You have yet to witness Gray's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandaemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. Well, he grew up. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Gray, come find me when you're finished. Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we were to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth in clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. So, okay, go this way? What's with the Twitch smiley face? What am I about to stumble upon? You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. That looks like the Crystal Tower, but like a dark version of the Crystal Tower. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other key words did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hepi has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried if Pandaemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hepi would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Gray? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Oh, let me tell you. He always was a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. Go with the middle one, because that was so wrong. So wrong. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Habrea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Gray. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandaemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. We got this. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Gray, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Hi, Space. Welcome on in. How are you? Eric appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azim. As a matter of fact, we do. Your unusual aether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. Maybe because we are also currently possessing the soul of Azim, so we're technically Asian right now, you know. Maybe that's why. The thing that I would encounter in existence I could not create to my own hand. Azim never ceases to surprise. The previous Azim was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Is he talking about the knot and when she decided to basically go against Zodiark? Is that what he's referring to? Hog's giving me a smiley face. Shrimp is like, La Habrea was unsundered as well, right? And that's how we were able to see him throughout the story, or the beginning of the story. La Habrea, Elidibus, Emmett, they were all unsundered, right? I gotta keep going through the story. Okay, I'll do that. Alright. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Yeah, about that. He has no idea who we are.
Rar!
Rar! The name Emmett! Emmett! Oh my god! I just love that they're saying the names. All I need is for them to complete the trifecta. Just say Hythlodaeus and I will be so happy. They mentioned Venat, now we're talking about Emmett. Just mention Hythlodaeus, please. Wahahaha. Oh, hold on. I accidentally adjusted the gate on my mic. Okay. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. Do we know why Venat stepped down as the seat of Azim? That I cannot remember if that was discussed when we first went to Elpis. Do we remember why she did that? Did she step down so that she could stop the final days from happening to their world? The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we do? What do we have to look forward to? She stepped down before you met her, so she didn't know about the phone. Oh, that's right, duh, because we met her when she was wearing the white robe. That's right. So do we know why she stepped down? I can't remember if she explained that to us or not. We know that she stepped down. I don't remember if she said why. In the dialogue, is it so that we can continue forward? No, she doesn't know about the final days. She doesn't know about us yet. We come much later. I have to go back and look into that. I'm gonna have to rewatch some cutscenes from Elpis. Her exact reason, but I think it was basically that she felt she could do more without the duties of the office burdening her. Okay, that also makes sense too. She did like a Zim take her place. I was thinking more so us as a Zim, but there are other Azims that came before us. So I guess I was technically not wrong, but I meant to specify like so that we could take the seat of Azim, but we come much later. We're just the current Azim. That is us as Azim that followed her. Okay, that whole timeline really confuses me. It really confuses me sometimes. Because I thought that there was like more Azims before us. That like came after her but became before us. But maybe I'm mistaken. They allude to another Azim in between that never gets screen time. That's what I was thinking. They did allude to that. And okay, so I was right. There is another Azim that came after her and before us. Because when we go to Elpis, they talk about a current Azim out there exploring the world. We don't know who that is. We never see them, but they do briefly mention that. That I do remember. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, hold on. This is all coming back to me. So Venat stepped down so that somebody else could take the seat of Azim. They're currently out and about doing their thing when we come to Elpis. Technically, when we come to Elpis, we are the soul of Azim, which is why we look like the familiar, or we are marked as the familiar. But we're not their current Azim. So then when we go back to the source and back to our world, we are the current Azim. But there is someone in between us. Emmett and Hithi already know the Azim from their time? Yeah. Which is why they said that there was like another one out and about. Doing their thing. Documenting the world. Alright, the choose keywords reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Yet, Hepi would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. Oh. That's interesting to see a woman Asian in a black robe. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her, still, there is something else at work. Oh, you came back. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemitheos, doubtless against her will. Gray, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Here we go, the sixth circle. The second goal. Ooh, this looks cool. Bunch of gooey slime. Dang. Ooh, this music! Ooh, I like the sound of this. Hi, Jade! Welcome on in. How's it going? Dude. Ooh, I need this orchestration so bad. Oh, this is so cool. So we need to be more in the center over here for this. The violins! Oh my god, this music. This is some chef's kiss music. I want this like on my Spotify playlist. This is how much I like this song. I couldn't move in time! Rip, rip, rip. Just doing what I do best. Look at that view. Heck yeah. Gray Parsony girl right there. Doing what she does best. Okay, I saw other people bringing this away, so I guess that's what I do. I don't know if I really needed to pop that or not. Oh. Okay. Okay, thank God no one was behind me. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna go ahead and stand over here. Oh. Oh, I hate these. like this song a lot. Can you get the orchestration for this song? Ah! Yes? Okay. This is a big need. Oh no, Athena! Trying to stand where everybody else is. I really like the violins in this song. Everyone's coming over here. I'm so glad I followed where everybody else is going. Not standing in the right spot. Yeah, I did move slightly too early. Ugh. At least I know where I messed up, or why I messed up, I should say. At least I know why. There's like 5% chance of it dropping at the end of the fight. Oh, wow. Okay. Super rare. This is a really good song. I like it a lot. I will keep doing this fight until I get that orchestration. I'm distracted with OSRS. Hope the stream and game is going well. No worries, you're good, Slackins. Yeah, everything's going fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying the story so far. Crap, I don't know where to stand. I'm gonna stay next to you guys. Y'all died. I love when I can get my combo in. Should I limit break now? I noticed people limit breaking a lot earlier. In some of these higher level, like, or I'm not gonna say higher level fights, but these like later fights. Oh my god. Dang it! I thought I was gonna die! No! I wanted to limit break! guess. Do I know I have to spread it out this far? Hi, Amaya! How's it going? Welcome on in. How are ya? Where are we all standing? I hope no one's behind me. Bleh. I was so determined to finish that combo. No! I realized I was in the wrong spot a little too late. If I ever get to go to like some kind of Final Fantasy XIV concert, I hope they play this song. This song is really, really good. I don't really know where to stand, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna stand where I am best at standing. On the floor, dead. Thank you for the lurk, Amaya. Yay, good job, everybody. GG's. That was such a cool fight. I really like this one. This one might be my favorite so far. Out of the, like, Asphodelos raids. I mean, I had no idea what was going on, but I had fun and I really liked the music, so... It's one of those things that, like, after I do a fight a second time, then I start to understand what's going on. I did it then so you could use this limit break, but then you died, so, but yeah, we used the LB3 immediately so we can get extra limit break in later. That is such a new concept to me. That is a very new concept. It's like out of nowhere, people just started like doing it really early, which was not a thing for like 98% of the game. Most people wait till anywhere between 15 to 10% left of the boss to use the limit break. And now out of nowhere, everyone's like, you know what? We're gonna just use it now. And I was like, oh, okay. So I get really nervous to use the limit break when it first pops because that's not what I'm used to. And no one taught me that, like, things changed in post-Endwalker. So I keep forgetting. So I'll let it rip next time. But whenever I joke about other people using the limit break, I'm purely joking. I don't care if I use it or somebody else uses it. It just needs to get used. That's just me joking and being dumb. That's just me being dumb. Strip threw up on a few people. And it's like, bleh. I threw up on Athena. I'm not sure if Athena's in chat, but I actually threw up on Athena. My bad. But yeah, it's all good. I die a lot. There's an ongoing theme since I've been playing this game, lady, where the second limit break pops, I die. And I don't get to use it. It's a very ongoing, reoccurring theme. It also has lyrics from Hicks Vent Leonas. I don't know what that is, Melvin. I don't know what that is. I also love the lyrics there. Other boss songs are all about how they're gods. This one, scream all you like, your gods can't hear. I don't pay attention to lyrics. I am not a lyrics person. I do not pick up on lyrics for a good while. I am more of an instrumentalist. So I always hear the instrumentation first before I ever pick up on lyrics. If I don't like how it sounds instrumentally, I'm probably not gonna like the song. It is so wild to me that people perceive music differently. A lot of people pick up on lyrics first and then the instrumentation, and some people are the other way around. And I'm the other way around. I definitely pick up on instrumentations first over lyrics. Lyrics will come much later. But yeah, it's super fascinating. If you ever get a chance, ask your friends if they pick up on lyrics first or the instruments first when listening to a song. And you might be surprised what they might say. Long as you have fun with your friends and the game is all that matters at the end. Exactly! And that's what I preach all the time, Dark. I'll always preach. As long as we're having a good time and having fun, that's all that matters. Hungry Chad is an MVP. Who's Hungry Chad? Is P4's theme, which is Vampire Boy from the first tier. Oh, okay. I don't know names of things. I honestly kind of go through this game in pure bliss. Ignorance is bliss. I'm here for the ride. Although I have a whole spiral full of notes, so when it comes to like the lore aspects of things, I got it down to a T for the most part. But when it comes to like names of things, like songs and stuff, over my head completely. All right, let's get out of here. We've won. The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. La Habrea can't deny us now. Servant of Violence. There's one more raid, right? There's one more raid to do? I think? Right? 2 more. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. It's in sets of 3. Like 3 separate sets. But then within the sets, there's 4. Okay. I'm going. Servant of Violence. Eric seems eager to dispel La Habrea's doubts. Y'all know I can't math. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I'm not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, Aether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Hemetheos, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we leave to continue? Oh, then we have to continue. I read that weird. Read it wrong. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. 'Twould be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandaemonium. You talking about his son? How rude! And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. La Habrea is like the most narcissistic parent ever. No matter what Eric does, he will never, ever live up to, like, will never get his dad's approval. I think a lot of us can relate to that. I think I forgot to read that. Whoops. So long as we do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can unpraise his companions. That's something that Gray and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigations has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path and to act before that path lies close to us. Then tell me, what is it that you hope for? To see Happy in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandaemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandaemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain. Yet Happy cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Do we get to fight La Hebrea again? Because that'd be really cool. Life flows in a cycle, this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Happy's words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Happy has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss. You would call me fool? You, who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt. Uh-oh. Ugh, I can hear it again, that voice inside my head. I know who to follow, Happy. Father. Mother, oh, I love you so, and this voice will guide me to you. No, listen not. Listen to Eric. Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Uh-oh. Yeah, La Hebrea has no chill at all. It's like so serious, and then you get happy quest accepted music. This was Happy's work, there can be no doubt. It seems he learned from his previous failure. Happy is cunning, despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, it made short work of his reason. For the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Happy's power, then the other keywords have little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless, Happy's magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, the warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Eric's past to the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Happy knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandaemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Happy's spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. Lahabrea, pray tell us you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandaemonium is called Tartaros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Happy has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Grey shall shine. Her dissolute aether shall allow her to slip through the traps impeded. We saw it when Happy had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Happy is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Happy would use of Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I only wish to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Do you mean to protect Eric with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child, and so you drove your own son over the edge? I like the middle one. Bicker like a child. How dare you? No, you are right. The blame for Eric's fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Agistus? She has served in Pandaemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless among the keywords. Happy knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has ridden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. Agi works? Yeah, that works. I'll call her that. We'll call her Agi. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your aether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agi. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Internment shall not be necessary. From here, I can sense Agi's essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Epi was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemon. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We could take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her. Hi, Swole! Welcome on in. How's it going? Time for the dad joke of the day. Ooh, 7th circle unlocked. Let's go. Why is it that the bicycle cannot stand up by itself? Because it is too tired. But I love the daily dose of dad jokes from Swole. Thank you for that. We'll give it a shot. This is kind of cool. This gives me a ooh, I like the colors. Kind of gives me whoa. That is crazy looking. I don't like all the teeth and eyes though. That's very creepy. This looks like a place you would see in Amarot. Dang, this song sounds really cool too. Yggdrasil? Interesting. Okay. This platform makes me, like, gives me, like, the Hades fight vibes. Hi, Gigi. My cat just, like, came storming in here, like, meowing like crazy. Everyone's like way back here. Do we need to get away from that? Yeah, indeed we do. Uh-oh. Did not get out of that in time. Oh, this is cool. What a creative fight. I like this. Back over here with everybody else. like this song a lot too. So it's called Scream. This is a really good song. Uh-oh. I just took that. Oh. We're limit breaking now? How do we get to the center? Oh, we don't go to the center. Can you come over here? Ah, there we go. Woo! Wow! Could not react fast enough. I just realized that this is the same song from P6, but I do really like this song a lot. It is very, very, very good. The first 3 fights of this tier use the Scream music, but P5 doesn't have vocals, so it's called Silent Scream. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Going easy on DPS? What does that mean? Thank you for the raise. I almost could not see. Sometimes you gotta react really fast. I still flew off! What happened? I think I was facing the wrong way. I think I did aim wrong. I think I did. Oh, my contacts decided to dry out. Ugh. I hate having chronic dry eye. Looks like I'm crying. It's because my eyes are trying to produce moisture. Yay! We did it! I lost, not lost, I misplaced my eye drops. So I'm not able to hydrate my eyes. This place is really pretty. No, I like. Give the Sakura petals a moment to kind of flow down a little bit. They don't last me long unless I drink water too. I have chronic dry eye, so I have like special eye drops that I put in my eyes multiple times throughout the day, and then I have to put in like this really goopy eye drops at night when I sleep. I'll get to this ability here just a moment, Jay. I blinked. Yeah, that's pretty. And then we'll get like a little close-up, because I look so cute. I really wish I was in my Asian robe right now. I cannot believe I forgot to do this. Not in the RP way with my Asian robe. It's like, yeah, I can't do that in here. Okay. Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. I can always run this again and get more photos, but that was really cool. Alright. We're gonna have a cutscene, and then I will get to Jay's spill the tea. So, 1 second. Ooh, this looks so pretty. The moment Agi was slain, the flow of aether and Pandaemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This place was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty, ergo. Ah, there she is. If only I could restore Tataros to order, but I am afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, keyword Agi. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hepi's spells, even diminished as you were. It was not an easy task. Even with your aid, his curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus I am able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hepi's commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report. That was you. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a great purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hepi's fixation on Eric. No longer can you hide your heart away. Hepi? No, the mask marked him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought to an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions with Hepi. These are my recollections of the moments following. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eric? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Eric believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He cannot bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools, to be used and discarded. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star, far from his parents' shadow. Eric loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Hebrea's nature. Every action, every word a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Hebrea to paint the rest for you, and for Eric, I hope. Thank you, Adji. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Epi has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. This place is gorgeous. Love it. Okay, so Jay has a redeem spill the tea. Did you know that you are the coolest human minnow? Out here pursuing all kinds of dreams and goals and killing it. Just wondering if you know. Man, Jay, I don't think I knew. I don't think I knew that, but I appreciate it. Thank you for that, Jay. It's much appreciated. Also, lady, I think I saw earlier that you redeemed Daily Death Gamba. We could do that after this last raid, because it's kind of a hands-on redemption. But we can definitely do the Daily Death Gamba in a little bit. We all know about the tragedies of the past repeating in the present, the final days, for instance. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. If it's on a plate, you can change at any Aetherites or just stop by Aetherite and Elpis. It's fine. We've already come this far without my Ascian robe, but next time, the next set of raids, remind me to put on my Ascian robe so I can be in the RP mode. Alrighty. Adji was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Ooh, this looks really cool. One final wish. La Hebrea would speak further of Athena's fate. This looks really cool, just from the thumbnail alone. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of sense of love or pride, but merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Eric could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Epi has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemathioi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to safety, in accordance with Adji's last wish. Very well. I can, at least, assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hepi can no longer bend Pandaemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartaros, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hepi will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. La Hebrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Grey's Phantom Warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hepi myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before? The presence I felt when I encountered Hepi bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Yeah, let's do it. Got us a tank so we can minimum item level, no echo. Yay, let's heckin' go! Tal, the real MVP over here. We got the 8th circle. Woo woo! Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, this looks so heckin' cool. These look like little DNA strands, like all shackled up. Also, that looks a lot like how Tiamat was also shackled up.
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
He got his beans out. Ooh, this sounds cool. Dang, we look good. Looks like I can do this. Yeah, that was voice. Miha, or May. May, thank you for tanking.
Rest
Appreciate
eternal
it.
in the dark depths of this prison. From fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight! Leave naught but ash in your wake. Let seep sorrow into your heart. I tire of this farce. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
The fruits of sacrifice? Like the seed of sacrifice?
You are prey to be consumed.
Oh wait, no, that's the seat of sacrifice. Seat, not seed. Hi, 44. Welcome on in. How are ya?
Perish in flame's embrace.
Oh, I need to maybe not stand next to Shrimp.
Go
I don't know where to
forth
stand.
and sate your boundless hunger. From fulgent flame my servants rise.
I was barely standing in the right spot.
A fitting death. I shall see my wish fulfilled. You will know my rage.
Dang it, he interrupted my combo! Ah! There we go. Hi, Dizzy! How's it going? Welcome on in. How are you? Nicole, I'll get you tucked in here in just a second after this fight. But if you need me to go to bed before I can tuck you in, no worries. Oh, I should probably not stand on that. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh gosh.
Leave naught but
Oh
ash
gosh,
in
I'm gonna
your
die.
wake.
I'm gonna die. Okay. We're fine.
Let seep sorrow into your heart.
Nicole, if you need to go to bed, I appreciate you stopping by. As always, it's good to see you in chat. I hope you have a great Easter night, and I'll catch you around. Bye!
Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are prey to be consumed.
Do I need to get rid of these? I'm gonna assume yes. Little DPS check over here, I guess. Just chilling tonight. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, mods, can we get a shout out for Dizzy, please? If you aren't following Dizzy, please go check him out. He's on the stream team Nightmare.
Perish in flames and
Nightmare Networks with me. Sorry, I'm focusing on the fight. He's one of my fellow stream team members. Please go check him out. Plays a lot of DVD, a lot of Lethal
Go
Company,
forth
and Plate Up.
and sate your boundless hunger.
Awesome VTuber. Please go give him a follow. Show him how awesome our community is, and go check him out. Oh my god. Oh my god. The moment you realize you're about to die because you reacted too late.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
You're good, Jay. You're good.
Out of my sight.
I have a klutz on the keyboard, so I feel that. Thank you for giving that shout out, though. We're limit breaking! We came life just for this moment.
I shall see my wish fulfilled. You will know my rage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're okay, we're okay. Oh my god, we're getting blown around everywhere. Ah! Ah! The floor is lava, but you keep touching it.
Before a god.
That killed me. I didn't have enough health.
Leave naught but ash in your wake. I tire of this farce.
This like little piano piece makes me think of the music you hear when you first get to Charlian.
From fulgent flame my servants rise. Let seep sorrow into your heart. Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are prey to be consumed.
Trying to get caught up on chats here. I'll read chats in a second. Let it rip again. You got it.
Perish in flame's embrace. Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Yay! We did it! We did it! GG's, y'all. But there's more to come because the raids ain't over. There's still a whole other set. Pandaemonium Abyssos complete! Let's take it go. We did it. We did it. A wind-up Eric? Oh, I got it. That's cool. Oh! I already have that. Dang. That's cool. We got a little minion. Wow. You all know what must be done. It had to be done. It had to be done. Sweep! 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 Okay, we all know we gotta G-pose real quick. But first, okay, reset it. Okay. I want a cuter pose. Sure. Shrimp, get out of here! Get out of my shot! Can I make you poof? Oh. Oh, I didn't know you could turn that off. There. I don't know what happened, but I made a poof. Okay. Why do I look so derpy when I smile? This girl looks like she got one brain cell. I mean, her name is Great Parsing Negro, let's be honest, but she looks like she has one brain cell right now. Like, look at that face. Try a smirk? Eh, that's not so bad. Oh wait, I forgot that I have the Sakura petals on. None. This is cool. I like this a lot. Get deleted, nerd! Get poofed, nerd! I love the sprout on your head. It's yeah, it is a sprout. It is a sprout. So when I got to Endwalker, I lost my sprout. The game said you're no longer a new player, but I was like, this is still new content to me, so I'll be damned if you take my sprout away. And I made my own. I will forever be a sprout. Rawr. As long as there's new content, I'm a new player and I'm still a sprout. Look at the floor. Look at the floor. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, it's got like that's La Habrea's mask. That's pretty heckin' cool. Now we end this. Bro, we already ended it. What are you talking about?
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Thank you for the spooky, scary skeletons. No, save the sprouts! I know, that's what I have done. We've already ended this, La Habrea. That scared you? Sorry it's cute with you. Sorry it's cute with you. I have my brain cell to only have a thought when it hits the corner just right. Exactly. Yeah, my brain is like the little DVD symbol. Boing, boing, boing. Trying to hit the corner. Yeah. Alright, Jay says, gotta go to bed now. Sounds good, Jay. Let me get you all tucked in. There you go. Thank you, Jay, so much for stopping by and saying hi. And as always, it's so good to have you in chat. I hope you have a great rest of your night and a great day tomorrow, and I'll catch you around. Bye! Alrighty. We got a cutscene. Let's do the dang thing. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I could find you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. Ooh. Up in flames. I had a feeling because we still have a whole other third set of raids to do. I see you will not go peacefully. Dang, that is heckin' cool. Oh, so evil. Wait a sec. Oh, that's right. We're trying to save Eric. For a second, I was like, who is this? We are ready for a fight. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. I love the sinister music when it kicks in this game. The name Happy shall grow... I can't take it seriously. Calling him Happy. Alright. The name Happy shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Eric's dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric... he knows not what his wish would beget. A truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? I wish? You would claim the name Happy and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Eric beyond how he could serve her ends. This whole, like, raid series has just been family drama, daddy issues, mommy issues. Like, this is what it's really all boiled down to. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this true star. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son while an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet, he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No. Then who? How do I? Barcelona Habrea, hearken to your heart, come back to us. I don't know, we'll go with the second one. I will never ever say trust La Habrea. I hear you. I owe you, and Themis, an apology. It's okay. Athena, did you ever? In La Habrea, I will have my say. Ooh, he's getting strong. He's getting angry. Wow, look at that. He's powerful again. Well, not again, but I guess now. He stood up for himself. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Gray's words reached me through the haze. I feel like I said nothing. They rang loud and clear. as did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. Oh snap! How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've endured much worse. This is really cool. You worthless! You— ah! Ooh. An Ascian Soul Crystal. Eric! You okay? It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. That's mine. I'll be taking that. You did well, son. He gets praise from his dad? Daddy issues resolved? That was crazy! What a cutscene. With Hepi's essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Eric above. That he would bind Hepi with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of internment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Do I pick up this quest? Do I have more to go? I assume we have to get back over to, like, Charlian. Right? Where's this it? This is part of the current series. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yes, get back to Charlian. Okay. Truth imperfect. Lahabrea is looking at Eric with concern. Poppy, thank you so much for the follow. It is much appreciated. Welcome on in. What is your favorite mythological creature? Mine is the Minotaur. Welcome on in. Do you play Final Fantasy XIV? I feel no trace of Hepi's poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hepi, and the force assailing Pandaemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? I like this lighting on my girl. She looks really pretty. I see. Despite his muddled senses, Eric felt that to seal Hepi away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Lahabrea, was that how you dealt with Hepi in the past? Indeed, he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away, a massive aether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. He looks shocked. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale, of Hepi's creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Hebrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of her. Try this again. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. Was Athena a Zim at some point? That's gotta be curious. I think Athena used to be a Zim. I think Athena was the Zim after Venat, but before me. Or the Warrior of Light. I don't, but I love to watch it. I'm also a big Siren lover. Oh my god, I love Sirens. Sirens are amazing. And no worries, I'm glad that you like to watch 14. I play a lot of horror games and a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Every now and then I will change it up and we'll play some shooters, we'll play Rust, we'll do some just chatting streams, but mostly I play horror and Final Fantasy 14. What games do you like to play? Do you play games? Okay, so I'm thinking Athena is used to be a Zem. That's pretty much clear in levels 86 through 87. No, they actually do specifically say that there is an Azim out there that is between me and Venat. They don't spell it out clearly, but it is stated when we're talking to Hithi and Emmett that there is another Azim that took the place of Venat before we ever came. Is the one who you are a shard of? I don't know how else to explain this. But there is another Azim out there. It's not blatantly stated. But there is another. I just realized there's an eye staring at me on the screen. Right here, there's an eye. That's peculiar. Depending on the player character gender, I get that. A lot of people missed that, but there is another Azim. They don't state a gender of the Azim, they just imply that there is another Azim out there. Emmett knows the Azim from his time. Exactly. They say that there is another Azim out there. That is not us. I suggest rewatching the Elpis cutscenes, because my interpretation is that there is another Azim out there that comes before us. And because a lot of time has passed between when we go to Elpis and like where we are when we first arrive to the world in A Realm Reborn. A lot of time has passed. There is another Azim that comes after Venat and before us, and Emmett, like Shrimp said, Emmett even acknowledges and says that he knows of another Azim from his time, which is not us. We possess the soul of Azim, and we inherited that from a previous Azim that was not Venat. So it's a little. They don't spell it out necessarily blatantly, but you do kind of pick up on that when you are talking to Emmett and Hithi and Elpis. We inherited from. I guess we could agree to disagree. We are allowed to interpret this game loosely to how we want. But Emmett does specifically say that he knows an Azim from his time that is not us. And I don't know how much more clear to make that. But if you don't want to perceive it that way, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm not here to argue. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. Well, first of all, an opinion can neither be wrong nor right, because that would not be an opinion. But I'm not here to argue by any means. But it is very clearly stated that there is an Azim before us that we inherit. So yeah. But I would go back and rewatch the Elpis cutscenes where we talk to Emmett and Hithy. A lot of people seem to overlook that little key detail, but there are a lot of people that also picked up on it as well. It's kind of similar to how I thought that Elidibus, like, the Themis was Elidibus. At the very end of Endwalker, they show, like, a little brief cutscene that kind of alludes to, like, what's to come for post-Endwalker before post-Endwalker came out. And, I was like, oh, that's Elidibus. But there's a moment that is said in the in post-Endwalker that can get kind of confusing and make you think Themis is not Elidibus. And so there was, like, some online discourse about, like, whether Themis was or wasn't Elidibus. Of course, we eventually find out he is. Because obviously they told us tonight. But that's before that patch had come out. So the game isn't always very clear on a lot of stuff. And it can get very confusing, especially the Elpis timeline can get very confusing from time to time because of, like, the time travel and where the story sequences take place and stuff like that, because the story is not told linear, as you come to find out. So, but yeah. Alright, what does La Habrea have to say? Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though, we can enhance and alter our physical vessels. We have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. I feel like my voice is giving out. Such limitations are, as we were not meant to surpass, she sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it was born not soon after. Just so, I believe she bore true affection for me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandaemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandaemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. Jesus. I made haste to Pandaemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agi to keep watch Tartaros vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. Sometimes these names trip me up when I'm trying to read. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. We've seen her before. The first time we go to Elpis. Is that me? She's like just wandering around. I don't think we actually talked to her, but you do see her. You are well aware that, out of respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandaemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? Oh, maybe we don't. Never mind. She looks really similar to someone we do see in Elpis when walking around. I guess it's hard to tell because they all have their cloaks on. What indeed, so quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you cannot conceal this from myself and Agi forever. As well as you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Why does that word look so weird to me? Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations, what possessed Athena, peerless researcher, and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall. History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserve one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know one another more. I didn't finish reading! It just went away! Impossible, you bonded your souls. Aye, that the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I became thee, memory and mind. And I thee. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yep, what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to exercise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. 'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as La Habrea. Wow. That's cool, seeing like half the mask. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity, to go to such lengths to escape your memories. You nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues and the convocation. Igarim and Emmett Selk in particular made plain the suspicion they harbored. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Pepi doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should. Yet, in truth, he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena alive again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hepi, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? You did promise. Yes, now it's your turn to do the same. What does your heart tell you? Sometimes I never know what to say and I just kind of pick an answer. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Happy. Yeah, the music's really, really nice. I like it a lot. The music so far tonight has been really good. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandaemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. So yeah, I guess there's still more left to the story because we're not done with the raids. We're not doing the rest tonight, but we will be doing them soon. I owe you an apology, Gray. It was due to my own inexperience that Happy was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandaemonium, then I would never known La Habrea's story, my father's story. 'Twas a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. Cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandaemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Happy's experiments and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Happy's essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the containing Happy's aether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another? I kind of forgot about the other crystal. Been so wrapped up in the family drama. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, and Azim, was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandaemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known, even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time. A resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure and we will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey. Or if you are so inclined, take a much needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of a Zim. Well, you don't say. As well as it should, she has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring the crystal of yours, La Hebrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Yeah, smack us in. It was kind of worded very oddly, in my opinion. Alright, let's go back to Aporia. Am I not there? Or am I already here? What? I have confused myself. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. We're gonna pretend I didn't just teleport to the same place, okay? I need my map. I don't need my map, but I need my map. Why, if it isn't Gray? Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. Well, that's not good. And to take matters worse, Nimgigi has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Asioscope. In fact, please, you must come with me. Been a minute since we've been over here. Wow, this brings back memories! Well, that looks familiar. What? What is it? Is it real? We were... Wow. Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh. Hello. Hi. Again. You, and you too. Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. He always comes across so angry every time we see him. So what is this doing in the ethereal sea? Bum bum bum. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Aziz Law, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. Ooh, do we get to go to Aziz Law at some point again? I love that place. It's such an unused zone. A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandaemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring its further irregularities. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. Yes. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the Forum of what has occurred here. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my experienced imagination failed to do Pandaemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? A new clip to the Discord, I'll have to go check that out. But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortuneau asked and write that report. As for you, Gray, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Do I get tenacity? That one kind of makes the most sense. I guess tenacity? I don't want to click the wrong one. Any of those are okay? Sure. Alright. Well, that concludes the second set of the 8-man raids.